Hello, hello, hello. I'm still getting set up. I had to... Oh, I forgot my own stream up because I was doing a chat. I was doing a buffer check. I don't think we're buffering too. We were buffering a little bit at the beginning. I think we're good now. I'm glad. I didn't realize I still had to play. I don't have my earbuds in. First? I think you are first. True. I had to go running around, do a couple things real quick. I'm just about ready to start. My lights all seem to be on. There we go. Get my earbuds in so I can hear things. Hello. How's everybody's Sunday evening, or whatever time it might be, wherever you might be? How's everybody's Sunday? I know the music's probably drowning me out, but... Bam! I've got a new background, at least for now. I think I want to do... I want a new background, but I couldn't think of anything. So I stole Tony's workshop from Deponia for now. I might keep it, I might change it, I might add... I don't know. I just felt like I needed a new I needed... Hang on. What was that? Gnat? I saw something flying and then it disappeared. I had the windows open today. I was getting some fresh air. I had the windows open. I don't know where it went. Gnat? Hello? I was gonna get it, but then it vanished. It's gone! Okay, well that'll be an issue for later. All right. If you see, ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was trying to move my OBS and I just moved me. There we go. If you see me suddenly freeze and stare into space like a cat, then you'll know what I'm doing. I'm trying to murder a gnat or something, apparently. The window's open today. It was a nice day. It was so nice out today. I didn't have the heat or air on. I had everything turned off. I had the windows open. It was quite nice. It was a nice day out today. It was a little bit on the warmer side compared to the cooler side. Not warm, not hot, a bit warmer, you know what I mean? It's kind of nice. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. It's the end of a short weekend. Every weekend's too short. That's what I say. Friday, Saturday, Sunday fly by far too quick. And I am prepared to play some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy today. Jumping into the third game. What was the name of the third game? Trials and Tribulations? Or was that the name of the second? Because we're playing the trilogy, I keep forgetting what the individual games were called. But we're still working our way through chapter 2. So I'm excited to join into, or not join into, but like start like probably a round 2 of investigations. Because we've successfully not guiltied our man, what was his name? He thinks he's Damask, and I'm not sure if he is or isn't. What the frick is his name? What's his actual name? I want to say Ron. I don't remember his. But we got a not guilty verdict out of him, but now he stands accused of a much worse crime. He went from being not guilty in a thieving case to possibly guilty of a murder case, so it's just gotten escalated. So we're going to jump into a round of investigations of trying to figure that out, because the CEO of a security company, I don't remember what the name of the security company is, has been murdered, found dead in his office. And our boy, what's his name, who was the last one with a log entry going into that office. I believe that's where we left off, approximately. So I think we gotta go to that security office and do our round of investigations. I think that's where we're at right now. We've been having a good time this weekend, though. We started Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, yesterday. So if you guys are really into Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, you guys would probably like Danganronpa, because it's also kind of like a mystery trial type game. It's a little darker in terms of themes or whatever. It's a little bit, like murder and things happen in Phoenix Wright, but like, you know, Danganronpa's got like some swearing in it, and it's a little bit more intense or whatever. But if that doesn't bother you, I think you guys would enjoy that, so tune in. We've been doing Danganronpa every week as well. We did some Red Dead Redemptioning on Friday. We've been trying to truck through that game, but it's a big old beefy game. I've been playing it for a hot minute, so we've been doing all kinds of things this weekend. It's been fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney today. If you are watching this, before you end up going, whether that's now, the end of the stream, or somewhere in between, do make sure that if you want to see more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney every weekend, to hit that like button if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, there is no like button, but I appreciate you being here all the same. I multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch. So you can find me as MagicManMo on either or both. You can have a Twitch stream and a YouTube stream open at the same time. You could do it if you're feeling feisty. I don't know what that would do, but you could. Make sure to follow or subscribe to either or. I gotta be better about promoting myself a little bit. I think there's people that come into my streams and they don't know all the things that I do. So I gotta mention these things. And by coming in, I mean sometimes it's the people that are here live and sometimes it's the people that are watching later. I saw the gnat. Where'd it go? I saw it. It landed on my monitor and then vanished. The little guy. Hello, Lime. Hello, Derica. Hello, hello. Welcome to my stream. I've been yapping. Oh, I need to post the linky link to the Discord so that people know I'm live. I know, I'm live like every weekend, but you know, in case people are not paying attention or forget or whatever. I know that the YouTube and Twitch notification channel is a thing, but I think a lot of people might have it muted. I don't know. Or maybe not, maybe they don't. I don't know. I just know we've talked about it before and I think people forget it's there. I think it's easy to just be like, you know, it becomes white noise after a while when you have something that just posts the same basic robotic message every time or whatever. I think it becomes white noise. I should probably do something to mix that up. I'll look into that. It's on my long list of things to look into. I have many things that I'm looking into. How late are you? Well, I've started about 10 minutes ago, and I've been doing nothing but yapping. And by 10 minutes, I mean, like, I started the stream, and then, you know, the starting, you know, this was up for a few minutes while I was still running around doing my prep stuff, and then I've been yapping for, I don't know, the last 5 minutes or something. I don't really know. You've missed nothing. I'm here. I changed my background because I was just getting bored of the old one. This might not stay, but I just changed my background for now. It might stay this. I might alter this. I might I don't know. But I'm also getting bored of the starting soon screen. You know, the stars. I'm getting bored. I like it, but I'm getting bored of it. I've had it for a while. I need to change that. I don't know what exactly it'll be yet. I don't know, but I want to do something that's a little bit more actual, like, video game themed. And I want to change the music and stuff. I want to do another, you know, it's spring cleaning, you know? It's like spring. Spring is in the air for me. It's finally getting nice out, and I feel like I got to do my spring cleaning. I've been mentioning that I want to do this stuff for a little while now, but, like, now I'm starting to actually buckle down and get a little bit more serious. Like, you know, it's time. It's a new season. We got to do some stuff. Change it up a little bit. These days you're playing Blue Alive Condemnation 2. I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that like a Phoenix Wright style? Let me Google it. Perhaps I shall Google it. So that I know if it's something is it something in line with what I've been playing, or is it completely a non sequitur type situation? Condemnation dos. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is that? What is it? Oh, I've seen Condemned 2 Bloodshot. I have seen that game cover before. How long ago? That came out a while ago, right? That was like on the Xbox and the PlayStation 2, 3, something like that. 2. It says there is no direct game titled Blue Alive Condemnation 2. However, the query, I'm reading the AI overview, likely refers to Condemned 2 Bloodshot. Is that accurate? Is that accurate? Maybe it's called, I don't know. What is Blue Alive? Okay, there's a Reddit repost, Blue Alive Condemnation 2. What does that mean? Blue Alive Condemnation 2. Oh no, it's a not asset flip, but like a color flip or whatever. It's Red Dead Redemption 2, but it's Blue Alive, like red, blue, dead, alive. Redemption, Condemnation 2. I see what you've done. I see what you, that went over my head. You were making a funny joke and it went, Did not understand. Look at images. Well, the thing is, it like the AI. Oh, okay. Actually, if I do go to images, it does immediately give us Blue Alive Irredeemable 5. 5? Why 5? Yeah, because if I go to just the search, it tries to send me over to Condemned 2 Bloodshot. I thought you were playing Condemned 2 Bloodshot. Oh, it was banned in Germany. I remember seeing this game. Hang on, I gotta scroll up. What did this come out on? I feel like it was a PS2 game. I had a PlayStation, not a Xbox. PlayStation 3. Okay, it was Xbox 360, but PlayStation 3. I remember seeing that cover. But once I saw the cover, I'm like, there's no way you're talking about Condemned 2 Bloodshot. Like, that's so random. That would be such a random thing to, one, even mention, and two, be playing in 2026. Somebody might be. Somebody out there. When did it come out? 2008. That's like retro now. What's your guys' cutoff for a retro game? Like, how old does a game or console have to be before it's retro? Like, do you have like an age? I know it's generally like a vibe thing, just when it feels old. But is it like 10 years, 15, 20? You know, like, is there like a cutoff in your mind? A Roblox rant channel. Why? This is not me trying to put you down. Do what you want to do. Be creative in whatever way you want to. But why? Do you just need an outlet to rant, or do you think that people will actually want to watch you rant? Now, I don't know what you mean by rant. Like, I'm thinking like angry video game nerd made a career off of being angry. So I'm not telling you not to do it. I just didn't know if you needed an outlet, like I just want to rant, or do you actually have things that you want to say that people will want to hear? You know, like what's the angle there? Like, is it ranting? I mean, is it ranting kind of like a reaction type thing where it's like a kind of like an angry comedic spin? Or is it just like, I'm angry and need somewhere to just putting that in your mind, something to think about if you haven't thought about it already. YouTube channels start in all kinds of different ways and evolve over time. Hello, Isaac. Hello. Hello, Governor. Hello. I don't know what accent this is. Hello. It's not British. I don't know. Hello. I don't know. Should play Oni Loki? Is low-key part of the name, or just Oni? You can't throw in slang like like low-key. I'm gonna think you mean it. Oni. Oni game? I'm gonna look up Oni game. Oni. Shouldn't it be you should low-key play Oni, not you should play Oni low-key? How does low-key fit in grammatically? Grammatically in the English language. Oni is a third-person action video game developed by Bungie West, a division of Bungie. Yeah, 2001? Is this a 2001 game? That's even more retro. That's I feel like I got something in my throat. Hold on. I feel like this is even more retro. That's a PS2 game. I almost feel like I've seen this the purple-haired chick or whatever. I almost feel like I've seen that character somewhere, like deep in the recesses of my brain. Maybe I've also seen this cover long, long ago. It's an RPG horror game. Is it? Hang on, let me go into the wiki here. Inspired by Ghost in the Shell. Genres. It says action, beat 'em up, third person shooter. I don't see horror, but maybe, wait, when you said AO Oni, is that the name? I just thought that was a typo for like play. AO Oni game. Is that a thing? Hang on. I might be looking at the wrong game entirely. I am! AO Oni is a different game. I just thought AO was a typo. I thought you were just, typing fast, and that was, because it said, you typed, you should AO Oni low-key. So I thought maybe AO was like some sort of weird autocorrect typo of the word play. You just left, okay, I got it. I see. AO Oni. What is that? A freeware horror game developed by No Props. It's a freeware game, 2008. It's pretty retro as well. Well, I don't try to stream too many like horror random things on this channel anymore. We've got some horror adjacent, like Danganronpa is like horror adjacent, murder and themes and stuff. We do like Walking Dead, which is like horror adjacent. So it's not like we haven't done, but if this is like a one-off type situation, this might be better for Horror ManMo. You see the advertisement over in the corner sometimes, that Horror Man channel that I've been, Horror ManMo channel I've been trying to push. Maybe over there, maybe, possibly, make a video out of it. I'll look into it. I don't know if it'll be a thing that I stream necessarily, or if it's something I'll make a video or something. I don't know, we'll see. Gotta look up John Hammond in 60 years. John Hammond in 60 years. John, why? Hammond, who's John Hammond, 60 years? Who's John Hammond? Is that another Red Dead character? Is that that's a singer? Who's John Hammond? Why does that name sound familiar? Yeah, John Hammond, legendary guitarist and singer for Delta? Ah. A blues innovator, I see. The name sounded familiar, but I didn't know why. What about him? What do you mean in 60 years? The poor man's dead. What do you mean look him up in 60 years from now, he'll be another 60 years passed away? What do you mean? What does that statement mean? What is that? What is that? A cowboy? When cowboy married nerd. Married. That's how, what? Hang on. That's how you were born. What? What? You guys are losing me. Remote Rants, welcome to the stream. Are you Lime? Are you Lime's new channel? You guys are confusing me. I want to just start playing video games. John Hammond is the old man from Jurassic Park. What? So now, how was I supposed to have any idea what you were talking about? Where did Jurassic Park come from? You can't. Okay. All right. You guys are. I don't have the. I don't know what random things you guys have been doing in your lives right now. I can't just go straight to the Jurassic Park logic jump. All right, hold on. I'm gonna just start booting up the game and you guys are losing me. You've lost my interest. I'm playing games now. You think I'm here to entertain you? You're here to entertain me, and you have had your privileges revoked. I say, we're gonna pull up the game now. Maybe. Running. It says it's running. Load, darn you, load. It says it's running, but here we go. It's taking its sweet time to boot. What the frick? Imagine Phoenix Wright just crashes my computer. No way. Ain't no way. Here we go. It's trying. Kadoki, we're gonna swing over to here. Welcome to my void. I don't have a background here. I just have a void. Excuse me. Is it this? Ace Attorney! Phoenix Wright Trilogy! Or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, however you say this. See, I read left to right, so it looks like it's Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright Trilogy. Or Ace Attorney Trilogy Phoenix Wright. I'll never understand. I'll never know how to read correctly. I'm always bottom to top or middle down up. I'm never reading anything correctly ever. Welcome to my stream. Continue. I'm your host, MagicManMo, and we're jumping into Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout, Part 3, Investigation. Load? Yes. Indeed. October 13th, 3:02 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight has gotten arrested again. That's right, his name was Delight. I cannot for the life. What the frick are these people's names again? It's been because last week was Easter, I had one less day to stream. So we didn't stream this last week. So it's been 2 weeks. I don't remember who anyone's names are. This is Mia. This is Maya. This is Pearls. Ron. Oh, I knew it was like an R. Ron Delight. That's Dick Gumshoe. Mask to Mask. This was Luke at me. Right. Desiree Delight. Right. This was Adrian Andrews from a previous case. Larry Butts. And Godot. Right. Okay, cool. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose. No way, Josie. I don't buy it. Nat. Did I get it? I don't see a dead gnat in my hands, so I either missed or I clapped him so hard he evaporated into non-existence.
But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Don't look at me like that, that's what my job is. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder? If we look into it, we might find out there's more people involved than we originally believed.
I think I'm going to head back to Cool Rain Village for a little while, if that's all right.
You do you, I'm not your dad. Sure, but why?
I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Yeah, it's been fixed. Did we ever figure that out? It came back all glued correctly this time. It's got all that paint on it. That's gonna be important somehow. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with...
No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. Don't you dare follow me. I'm on a secret mission. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
It's not gonna happen, Pearl. Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. You know, she's seen a lot. She's seen a lot of things, and you know what? She's gotten really used to it a little too concerningly fast. She's gonna grow up to be a psychopath. Sacred urn given to Pearls. Oh, I don't wanna give it to her. I think I'm gonna need it later. I think it's crucial evidence.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
No promises. She's gone, and we never saw her again. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Yeah, let's get going. First, let's yip yap. What do you think we should do? So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. I can't just Google it on my phone. This game takes place in 2005 or something. We've got dumb phones in this game, back when people still had unique ringtones for people. Hey, why don't we ask Ms. Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I was gonna say you're too young. She's not. I just think motorcycles are kind of dangerous. I don't know, motorcycles freak me out. Some people love them. I don't like not being boxed in when I'm on the road. I've been in too many near-death accidents on the highway, and they were not my fault, I will have you know. I've seen too many things happen on the highway that if I was in a motorcycle, I wouldn't be here today, is what I'm saying. I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Do not call me Nicky boy. Don't do this. Is Pearls gone? If Pearls hears you calling me Nicky boy? Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too. Yeah, we can do that. We got everywhere we need to go. We're in a new chapter. We have everywhere we need to go. So, Sacred Urn? You must be relieved we got the Sacred Urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Yeah, I noticed it's got pink paint or something all over. It's been glued back together wrong. It says Ami in it. It's still cat. Do you think something is inside it besides ashes? Do you think someone hid something in there? I think we should pop that bad boy open and take a look. Don't me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this photograph. Every time I look at it, it makes me laugh. I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Ami, like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. I noticed that right away. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. They were not. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I Am. Yeah, we haven't actually told people, because we've kept Pearl's secret. We haven't told people that Pearl's did it. That she busted the thing. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. No, mechanically she did a fantastic job. Somehow, even though the vase wasn't supposed to be set up to read I Am, she not only got all the pieces to fit together snugly, but it's that's some real engineering marvel work right there. That's crazy. She put, like, what she can do with some glue, she had to do it quick too. She busted that thing when people were around. Mechanically unskilled my butt. That was impressive. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I mean, it's technically possible, but I think someone broke it again and then put it back together is what I think happened. I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Kurain Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Kurain Village in a long time. So let's ask her about it. So I guess people still go to Kurain Village to do their training, right? Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, and not a spirit small, gotta escalate, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. Isn't your dojo a channeling dojo? I don't know. A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Actually, that's true. We've seen what can happen if you, if those powers, those psychic powers are in the wrong hands. Is what happened last year still bothering you? I think so. That's the look of dejected regret. That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Kurain technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Bang! Shot through the heart and you're to blame. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. It's a year ago, get over it! It sounds like being the master of Kurain is going to be a heavy responsibility. If we finish this early, I promise we won't. These chapters are usually pretty beefy. I promise we will not be ending this early. I don't know if you've ever watched me play Phoenix Wright before. Maybe this is your first time. I promise we will not be done with this chapter early. All right, let's take some examinating. Gotta look at our plant. How's our plant doing? Charlie! I knew it had a name. I couldn't remember what it was. A quite decorative plant. We need to get Charlie like a bow tie. Charlie in a bow tie, wouldn't that be precious? When she was alive, oh, I thought you meant Charlie. Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. The fact we've kept this thing alive, there's another gnat. Or maybe it was the same one. Oh. I think you escaped again. I think that's the same gnat. I will get you. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. No matter how busy I get, I never forget to water this little fella. I know, I can't believe it's still alive after all these years. How long has it been canonically? It's a year ago was the murder in Kurain Village. And was that approximately a year since the first games? Has it been like 2 years? Which does not seem like a lot of time for all the stuff we've done. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk of the next town over. And started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewater Land. And to think that 2 years ago, it was just a little hotel for businessmen. That's right. Okay, I think it was about 2 years ago since the first game. I think every game has been about a year apart so far, roughly. That feels like another lifetime. We literally started playing the first game in like 2001, or I mean 2021. In like 2021, we've been playing this trilogy for like 5 years, on and off again. I've been terrible. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and said she cried all night too. Which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Oh, Maya. Difficult looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. These were all Mia's. Wow, I just realized I didn't buy a single one of these. Well, you don't need to, she already has them all. She had every book you could imagine. She was very serious, kind of like what Maya was saying about being serious when it comes to training. Mia was very serious about her legal work. It's my desk. I don't get to use it so much, so the dust bunnies are starting to mount their assault. That's embarrassing. You cleaned your toilet like 17 times last chapter. Why didn't you clean your desk? Today it's sparkly clean. I guess Pearls must have wiped them out for me. Oh, okay, never mind. Pearls did it. Good job, Pearls. We should hire Pearls. She can be our... I don't want to say janitor. That feels weird somehow. Assistant? I already have an assistant. That's Maya. I don't know. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say anything. Pearls can just be Pearls. She's a child. I've presented things to you in the past, but I don't remember what things might be new. You wanna look at my badge? So you still got that badge, I see, huh? Well, I'm a lawyer, aren't I? Yeah, but I guess I just didn't think you'd keep on being one for this long. It's only been 2 years since you've known me. You have to admit, you've had some close brushes with death because of your job. Well, I mean, I'm usually not the one being nearly murdered, though. I fail to see how being a lawyer is be more dangerous than channeling dead people. Then, what? Is be more dangerous? Didn't they just have an update to this game? Like a free update not too long ago? They changed a few things around, added some art and stuff. It's like, why didn't they go through and fix the... Fix the typos! Alright, have we shown you these things? How about Damask's brooch? What do you know about that? This was found on the floor on the basement warehouse. So does that mean Detective Atme put it there himself? That's the only explanation I can think of. I guess he wanted to make sure it looked like he'd struggled with the thief that night. Hey person, welcome to the stream. I think seeing those gnats is making my head itch. You ever, oh, there it is. Ugh! Did I get him? I don't think so. You ever see like bugs? Like you ever see ants and then suddenly you just feel like your skin's crawling, like they're on you? But they're not, it's just because you've seen them recently. Anyway, what was the publicity photo? That was this, right. I'll present it. I don't know what things I have and haven't presented to you yet. So Detective Atme was mask to mask after all, huh? I guess so. After all, he did admit it. Yes, but Mr. Delight still hasn't changed his tune. He's still claiming that he's the real Mask to Mask. You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, no, I don't want to talk about, once I start playing this game, once I start playing a game, I don't want to talk about other games. That's for the chatting section. That's for the chatting section only. So you feel free to chat about things, life, ask questions, talk. You can chat, but I don't want to talk about other games. You can talk about this game or just life if you want. People get too distracted. I don't want to be playing this game, and then because what happens is that if I play a game and then people start flooding the chat with, play this instead, play that instead, boo, I don't want to see this, I want to see that. So I don't talk about other games. Once I'm in this game, I don't want to talk about any other game, unless I bring it up. If I bring it up, then it's fair game. What do you know about the CEO office card? This was found in the building where the crime took place on the very night of the murder. And according to the time record on the key card inside, yeah, it was used right around the time of the murder. Doesn't sound very good, huh? All right. What do you think about Godot. I don't know if I've talked to you about Godot yet. Say, Nick, what do you think that thing attached to his face is anyway? I know it's some sort of weird like Marvel, like X-Men Cyclops device or something. I don't know. Don't ask me. Why not? You know him, don't you? He seems to know me, but I don't know him. I've never met that guy before in my life, and believe me, he's not exactly forgettable. Yeah, but at the trial today, he said... What voice did I give him? I think it was like one of my deeper ones that I can do. So we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix Trite. Yeah, he called me Phoenix Trite instead of... Oh, I almost had him. The gnat was literally on my hand, taunting me. Golly. Mr. Phoenix Trite. I've returned from the depths of hell. See, what does that mean? Did I get you killed in a previous case or something, but you didn't die? What does that mean? To do battle with you. You're right about one thing. He sure acts like he knows me. Hey, Nick, I was just thinking. Maybe you should try to stop making people you've never met before into your enemies. That's a great idea, Maya. I should do that. Trust me, I'd like to stop doing that too. My poor body can only take so much. Who is that guy anyway? And what's his story? I wonder if I'll ever find out. What do you think about Larry? Larry was kind of uncomfortable last time. Oh, it's Larry. He's your old childhood friend, right? Unfortunately. Yeah, I've known him since elementary school. Wow, that's even longer than I've known Pearly. Well, Pearly's not been alive for that long. You two must have lots of good memories together. I guess so, but I can hardly remember them. They've been erased by all the traumatic ones. Oh, nar. Those are probably all the new people. What do you remember by Adrian? She certainly seems grateful to you, Nick. Well, she was in a pretty tight spot during that terrible ordeal. Actually, I'm grateful to her, too. It sounds like you're not telling me something. Am I? Am I not telling you something? I don't remember. I'm going to take a good look at the case file next chance I get. Oh, that's right, Maya was kidnapped, like that whole case. There's lots... Ooh. It's taunting me now. The gnat is actually taunting me. Where? Reveal yourself? Maya was kidnapped, like that entire thing. She doesn't know a lot of things. That Desiree sure is cool. I love that whole motorcycle thing. The way she laughs in the face of death. I want to try it too. Ha 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 ha. I thought you only knew how to ride a bike. Hey, don't forget, Nick, that it's an electric bike. Electric? So young and already so lazy. Whatever happened to good old exercise? I'm starting to sound old. All right, we'll move on from here. I think we've talked to her about most things in the past. I just didn't know what stuff was new to her. Let's try to check out the detention center first, I feel like. Because at least then maybe we can talk to Ron, get his take on the whole thing. Then we'll go over to their house to figure out where KB security is and go from there. October 13, detention center, visitor's room. I already told you, it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, and we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge too. Nah, that's just Larry. No, Gary. Did we give him a name? I can't call him Larry, because that's like Larry Butts. Gary over here. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. Yeah, let's go check out some other place. Let's go to Damask's hideout then. We'll go there next. October 13, Damask's hideout. / home, I guess. I know we're calling it a hideout, but they live here, right? Him and Desiree. Nicky boy, Maya. Don't call me Nicky. Why is Maya and Desiree both calling me Nicky boy? Actually, maybe that's why Maya's calling me Nicky boy. She called me Nicky boy first, didn't she? I can't remember. That was 2 weeks ago. You know my dementia. Ms. Delight, please stop calling me Nicky boy. People are getting the wrong idea. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up.
Hey, Nicky boy, please, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. And I bet you know that because I have this weird suspicion you might be masked to mask. Or maybe you killed the CEO. You're involved somehow. You're not just an innocent bystander in this. I don't know how. There's something about you. You're like, I'd never break the law, but you got a speeding ticket. You were out and about the previous night. There's something you're not telling me, and I don't know what it is. All right, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do.
We'll see about that.
I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I had no idea Ms. Delight had such a vulnerable side. Don't get any ideas, Phoenix. This is all business. We gotta talk to her about specifically KB security, but I'll work my way down. Tell me about Ron.
Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him.
I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. Does he? I don't remember him having much of a temper. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!"
He would never say that. Anyway, Ms. Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him.
Ms. Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world.
What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? Huh? The very idea.
I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Well, didn't she already say that she's in it for the money, basically? That he's apparently rich, even though he was like a security guard? I don't know where Ronnie's money is coming from if he's not a grandmaster thief.
Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy, it's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight, for me anyway. What? For you?
We'll follow that, why not?
So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight?
Sight, delight, hey, that rhymed.
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back.
What's your work? What job do you have?
Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears.
Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his.
Oh my.
Do the guards look shocked? Why does everyone look shocked to see him? Like everyone. Like he's like he's terrified. Why is he what is this? Why is he wearing like a plastic bag? This poor man's suffocating right now. He went right up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please stop it, he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale.
That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people.
Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers.
He was doing the whirlwind maneuver. Woof, 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 woof. Oops, didn't mean to hit my microphone.
All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did.
That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Don't get any ideas, Phoenix. The last time we caught you all lovey-dovey, it was embarrassing. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. You've already been taken hostage, and I did my darndest, I'll have you know. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Gulp. Dude, she's been accused, Maya's been accused of murder twice. We had to save her in trial twice. She's been taken hostage once. We had to save her Maya, I've saved you 3 times, all right? Tell me about Detective Atme. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. What, detectives? You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're all right too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. Right. Oh, right, because Luke Atme confessed to being the thief. Oh, right, I forgot about that. And I think he might have done it to save himself from possibly being convicted of murdering the CEO. That's right, I forgot about that. That was one of my theories at the end of the last stream. It was that we thought, okay, because he got arrested and he was like cackling maniacally as he was. I think Luke Atme is innocent of thieving, but possibly guilty of murdering. And by getting arrested for thieving, that is a much lighter sentence than murder. And he can't be the thief and the murderer at the same time. So he's like getting off scot-free of murder if we don't, I think, maybe. We don't know that for sure. That was just a theory of mine. Because I don't think Luke Atme was actually the real thief. I don't think so. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atme's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Mask to Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atme knew more about Mask to Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask him some questions? That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. We didn't have the chance to poke around in it ourselves, not in time. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. See, I'm not entirely sure that Desiree maybe didn't plant it there herself. Originally, I don't know. I don't know what your game is. Tell me about KB Security. We need to know where it is. Ms. Delight, do you know anything about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Wait, does he not? Wait, do we know that he doesn't? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. Oh, okay, all right. Well, what is he now? Other than possibly Mask to Mask. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. Oh, well, if he quit, wait. I don't think that's a conclusion I picked up on. I don't know if I picked up on that based on that small clue. So if he quit, then why was his key card at the office? Someone would have had to steal it, right? Maybe? It looks like Ms. Delight doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I mean, I think Desiree's the kind of person to bob and weave through traffic, you know what I mean? That's illegal in some places, and that's actually legal in some other places. I forget what they call it, like half laning or something. I don't remember. I don't drive motorcycles. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Zoom! She might be in that hot air balloon thing, toy, whatever that is. Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? Not with Maya here! We can't have 3 people on a motorcycle. No, I'll pass, thank you. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? Do we drive or do we like walk? Do we public transit? I don't remember. Does Phoenix have a car? Maybe? Do I know that information? Haha, what a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Ms. Delight told us the location of KB security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Sure. But first, what do you think of my badge? Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest idea. She doesn't care. Have we shown you Damask's brooch? Okay, she's not helpful with that. What about the CEO card key though? Ah, I know what that is. That's one of those key cards from Ronnie's company. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen one. That's probably because Ron doesn't work there anymore. What do you think of this publicity photo? So this is Mask to Mask, huh? I wonder what kind of a house he lives in. Who knows? Maybe it's exactly like this house. You're so funny sometimes, Nicky boy. But if I was a famous thief, I'd live in a great big gorgeous mansion. I'll be sure to tell that to your husband. What do you think of Ron's wallet? That's Ronnie's wallet. It was found at KB security on the night of the murder. Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. Which is interesting, yeah, right. So you had to go from dinner to the office to allegedly, if Damask, you know, if Ron is Damask, to allegedly back to the warehouse, the like retail store warehouse or whatever it was, that basement, or maybe from dinner to the basement, then to the seat. Like he had to move around. If he did everything, he had to move around a lot. So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime scene, allegedly. Am I allowed to show her the blackmail letter? Does she know about this? Do you know about this? Oh, is that a letter addressed to my Ronnie? Sorry, but I hate it when people poke their noses into other people's businesses. I don't know if I believe you on that. It looks like Ms. Delight doesn't know about it, which means she has no idea that her husband was being blackmailed. I don't know if he was. I don't know. Because if we read it ourselves, it just says, if you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. We know that Damask did steal a diamond, but it wasn't a red diamond. I think it was a blue diamond specifically. And we've seen a red gem on Luke Atmey's hand. So I feel like this was actually sent to Luke. And then Luke either passed it off to Ron as a way to try to set Ron up, to make it look like Ron was the one that did this, maybe? What do you think of this? Nothing. That's fine. What do you think of this? Nothing? That's fine. What do you think of this? Nothing? That's fine. What do you think of this? I mean, we're already most of the way through the list, right? What do you know about this calling card? No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret, don't you remember? Yeah, but she's like, she's seen this before. Oh, oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did. Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Uh-huh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure that it does. Do you know anything about Godot? Grr, I don't like this man one bit. He's had it in for my Ronnie from the very beginning. It's his fault that Ronnie is under suspicion of committing murder. Plus, he lobbed a coffee grenade at me. He threw his coffee at me. What a waste of coffee. You looked pretty silly wearing that mug on your head like a birthday hat. Oh, I know. We can get him back tomorrow by returning fire with a milk grenade. Sure, you bring the milk grenade and we'll find a chance to throw it. Do you know anything about Larry? He was over here the other day. Oh, this is the guy who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He's got some issues, doesn't he? Huh? Let's just say his flirting style is pretty obvious. Pretty stale, too, actually. At least we know she's not falling for his charms. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about a man are his lame pickup lines. Let that be a lesson to you guys out there, you fellas. You gotta have a little bit more than pickup lines if you're gonna be charming. What's even more sad is said man probably believes in those like they're his lifelines. Looks like he blew it again, huh? Yeah, well, that's okay. That's just Larry for you. Do you know anything about Adrian? No. Do you have anything to say about yourself? As long as I've got my motorcycle and my Ronnie, I'm happy. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that plus a little excitement and a little shopping money. Then I'm happy. Now she's starting to sound a bit greedy. Don't you think, Nick? Perhaps. I'll never forgive this man. He tried to pin his own crimes on my Ronnie. I don't blame you. All criminals are the same. They're nothing but filthy, sneaking liars. I hate their guts. No, okay, I get it. And I think I can see why Ron didn't tell her how he was earning that money. All right, let's just get out of here. Let's get moving, shall we? Let's go to the CEO's office. This is a brand new location we haven't actually been to yet, and I would like to snoop around. October 13, KB Security, CEO's office. It looks kind of like a bunker, doesn't it? Like with metallic walls and things and floors. Like this seems like a underground bunker. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. Would you? I'd expect more windows, actually, in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything? I might have something. Oh, hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. I say pal is Gumshoe's line. That prosecutor made us real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho, ho, ho. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Maya, you're getting too clever for your own good.
Well, okay. Anyway, the point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. He's in his noir era. He's in his noir era. Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Yeah, let's start yapping with him. Tell me about what happened. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on, what about we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now and we need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. I like the pal thing. I like how they're both palling at each other. It's cute.
The victim's name is Kane Bullard.
We finally get to see what he looks like. I do think we knew his name earlier. KB Security Kane Bullard. We haven't seen him before, though.
He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th.
Okay, so that's when the blackmail was supposed to be going down here.
Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room.
It happened at exactly the same time that Mask to Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death, 10:12, 1 a.m. Caused cerebral hemorrhaging. Yikes. From blunt trauma to the head. I mean, like, that's what it would be. Blunt trauma to the head would do, like, that's what it would do, but it sounds so much worse when you say it. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
Well, there's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe.
Yikes. Safe? Well, it is pretty big.
Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came.
Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. Oh, yeah, I saw the string. I didn't know what that was. All right. I guess this is where his head would be. His hand would be here, maybe. I don't know. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Billiard? Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Tell me about Detective Atme. Is he around? So, what happened to Mask to Mask? Oh, he wouldn't be around. He got arrested. I'm dumb. What happened to Mask to Mask?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling.
No, I didn't mean him. He's the real thief anyway. He's not the real thief anyway, right?
Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the heists took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief.
That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about.
Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Neat. The Gem and the Thief. His nose reminds me of, we were playing Danganronpa 2 yesterday. What's her name? Ibuki? Ibuki had a moment where she had a crazy long nose. Could you imagine if that was actually a reference to Ace Attorney? That would be crazy. Stolen? The Gem and the Thief. The precious gem, the Tear of Emanon. Priceless. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? What, this guard? Have you? From this angle, I can't tell. It's not gonna be our boy, can I think of his name? What was his name? I don't know. There's a guy, I mean, it's a security guard, so it's probably gonna be like Ron, right? Is it gonna be Ron? But what was the name of the cop in the second game for the, was it for the Damon Gant case? I can't think of it, it'll come to me. It's pretty small, so it kind of is hard to see, but now that she mentions it. Newspaper clipping added to the court record. I know the guard's wearing a hat, but it does kind of look like the hair color of Ron. An article on Mask to Mask's first heist. Tell me about Prosecutor Godot. Oh, that prosecutor! I really don't like that guy! The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight?
Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere.
That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
And it's true, according to the records anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps.
He's an Iceman in court, a maverick. What? Are you dropping poetry on me, Gumshoe? What is this? What is this? He's in his noir era, dude, for real. Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me, they all just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
No, that's not what I meant.
That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. I think so too, and I don't know why. Let's take a look around, shall we? Let's take a look at this safe to get started. Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah, oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none.
Well, somebody opened this safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, and so? Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so.
Ho ho ho, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready?
Okay, shoot.
Bang! Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There were only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal.
Yeah, and?
Everyone that knows how to open this safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Former security chief Ron Delight.
That checks out.
What?
Ron Delight, he was a security chief? Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh? I mean, a chief makes more sense than just a random regular guard, considering the money.
Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
Take a look at this. This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? I don't think so. So you mean, yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean the victim, he was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? We've already had it explained to us. I mean, if we had examined before talking to Gumshoe, then I would understand your confusion, Maya, but we already know. We already know. Wow, look at that huge framed photo. Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written on the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Either this guy didn't get out enough or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Maybe he likes cloudy, gloomy weather. I do. What's this button? Is it a panic button? It looks like an alarm. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. That's about right.
Hey, cut that out! Don't press that!
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button anyway?
It's an emergency buzzer. It says right there on the panel, pal.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read instructions first?
I didn't press it. Don't you pin this on me. This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know.
I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Emergency buzzer added to the court record. CEO office buzzer. Connected to the basement security guard office. There are no fingerprints on it. Interesting. I bet that security guard is gonna be Larry. Is it gonna be Larry? I bet it's gonna be Larry. These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. I've seen shelves like this in a few libraries I've been to. I can't get in between these two shelves. Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like these shelves are controlled by a special panel. I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. It'd be a good night's reading if you've got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. What about the big book here on the table? That's a big looking file. Check out this big thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah! What did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Hey, Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Emanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole. So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. Well, because that newspaper clipping said it was priceless. So I wonder if the CEO is our blackmailer. Maybe the number and the items are connected in some way. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Kane's list added to the court record. It could be if Kane was actually, what if Kane was actually hiring Mask to Mask to steal the items that he was stealing? And the $100,000 is what he was gonna pay the mask, you know? What if he's in on it? And now he's dead. What could it mean? I don't know. That's completely wild conjecture at this point, but I don't know. I leave nothing off the table. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Whee! Starts spinning around. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Eek!
Yeah, stop sitting on the evidence. Stop sitting on the crime scene. I don't know if the chair is evidence, but stop sitting on the crime scene with your butt. I don't see anything else to examine right now. What do you think of some of these things? What do you think of this binder? So about this.
Huh? What's that?
Hey, wait a minute, Maya. What's wrong? We copied that data without permission. Don't show it to him. You might get mad at us. What do you mean we copied that? What do you mean? Just show him. The book is in the room. We can just ask him about the real thing.
So, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just my billfold. You're not wearing a hat. Your billfold, wait, billfold. Your wallet? What about your wallet? I thought it like hat, never mind, don't worry about it.
That's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal.
Now I really want you to show it to me. What about the buzzer? What do you got on that? Detective Gumshoe? About this right here.
Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold.
Okay, so he's got nothing about this, all right. Oh, yeah, that was a bunch of dialogue, actually.
How much my brain can hold. I got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain.
I can see your eyes and the ears, but the jury is still out on the brain thing. Hey, Nick, if you have something to say, just come out with it. No, I think I'll keep that inside. I'll keep that in my inside voice.
This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure he was... I was sure I was gonna get to him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness.
By witness, do you mean the guard in this photo?
Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Mask to Mask.
But he got away anyway, huh?
That guard. I got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately.
Yeah, I think it might be Ron. What about Kane's autopsy report? Nah, he's got nothing on that. Okay. What about the brooch? Nothing on that either. What about the publicity photo? That's fine. We haven't seen you in a minute. Oh, he might have something on the card.
This is proof that Ron DeLite was here at the crime scene when the murder happened.
His wallet and this key card, huh? I think we need to ask Mr. DeLite some more about these two things. Right, probably. I'm assuming the wallet is the exact same dialogue. Yeah. What about the blackmail letter? Have you seen this? About this blackmail letter.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron DeLite anyway?
Well, Mr. DeLite used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it! Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now.
Oh, alright. Figured. Anything on this? So Detective Atme wasn't hit in the back of the head after all?
That's right, because he was the real thief. He wanted it to look like he was knocked out. So he bent it on purpose. I'd stake my reputation on it.
Grr, what kind of creep would ruin an antique for that? What about the security camera photo? The thief in the photo taken by the security camera is missing his brooch.
Yep, the thing is, there's no evidence that the photo was tampered with. It was definitely taken at 12:58 a.m.
I turned the tables at the trial today with the mystery of this missing brooch. I wonder if there's something more to this missing piece of costume jewelry. I think there is. I haven't pieced it together myself just yet. I'm just not sure if there is, in fact, like how many duplicate damasks are running around, copying, like, you know, copycat masks. You know what I mean? Like where the brooch came from, and I don't know. The thief in the photo taken by the security camera is missing his brooch.
Yep, the thing is, there's no evidence that photo's...
Okay, this is the same dialogue. So the data has the same dialogue. But yeah, the brooch should be like here somewhere. Definitely at 12:58. Right. Do you know anything about the golden statue? No. Do you know anything about the calling card? I think you're the one that gave it to us.
Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal?
Does the thief ever send these to the police?
No, always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though.
That's not what happened this time, you mean?
You got that right, pal. Listen up, if you guys ever get one of these calling cards, I want you to come to us right away, got me?
Yeah, sure. I don't think we have anything worth stealing, though. I don't think we're gonna get one of those anytime soon. Anything on the poster here?
I still got no idea why Mask to Mask would go after a broken old pot like...
Maya's evil glare.
I mean, this tasteful old family heirloom.
Good point. Why go after a worthless piece of junk like the evil glare? She's giving me the stink eye. I think we can survive her stink eye. I mean, worthless in a good way. I mean, this is a first for the guy. Adrian Andrews hired Atme as security before the calling card even came. True. I wonder if that has anything to do with how things played out. Yeah, I don't know how Adrian plays into all of this. Could she actually be involved, or could she just her appearance here be complete coincidence? Could you imagine if she was somehow also Damask? Somehow? How is she involved in all this? So about this.
Hey, thanks, pal. How did you know I had a sore throat anyway?
Don't eat that, that's not a lozenge. Chomp? What is it? Hey, what are you doing?
Ah!
You're gonna chip a tooth on that thing.
Sorry, that thing's all smooth and shiny, so I thought it was a piece of candy or something.
I can't believe you ate the whole thing and what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
I almost swallowed it too.
Okay, he didn't eat it, okay. He bit it, he didn't eat it. To me, eating it includes the swallowing it part. Chewing is chewing. Biting is biting. Eating is the chewing and swallowing and eating. You know what I mean? Oh, my poor Magatama. I thought we were about to lose it until tomorrow, whenever you drop a deuce. You wanna see my badge? Here, take a look at my attorney's badge.
Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a suave police badge, pal.
Yeah, sure they do. All right, Kane Bullard, age 48, CEO of KB Security. Do you have anything else to say about him? Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard. You don't even have the letter right. It can't KB. It has to at least be a Kane. I mean, at least has to be a K. Kane, Kyle, Keith, Carrie. I'm running out of K names.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh, yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you haven't really seen him in person yet. You didn't really have a chance to talk to him. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead.
Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning.
Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out?
Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick, now is our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. I'm working on that. I'm getting all the information I can. Tell me about Godot.
The guy is a real puzzle if you ask me. Then maybe I should be asking you. Do you know something about him?
Why would I know something?
Well, it sure sounded like you two kinda knew each other from the way you acted today.
It's Mr. Godot that acts like he knows Nick, not the other way around. Exactly, you'd think I'd remember someone like him.
I still say the whole thing's a bit suspect.
Me too. What do you know about Larry? Detective Gumshoe, what about this person? All right, didn't care about that. Doesn't care about Larry. What about Adrian? Nope, doesn't care about Adrian. You've met Adrian though. What do you think about Desiree? Nothing? All right. Well, what about Luke? He's gotta have something to say about Luke.
I always knew there was something suspicious about this guy. And I was right. It turned out that Damask was really that ace It turned out that Damask was really that ace detective in disguise.
You really thought that?
Of course, it's the stone cold truth. Sooner or later, a guy like that always shows his true colors.
Yeah, well, I think we saw a little too much of his colors today.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one.
Do you just say the same thing about Mask to Mask? I always knew there was something. Yeah. Same thing. I kind of figured. What about yourself?
I know I look a little rough around the edges, but the truth is I'm a lot more detective-like than I used to be.
Really? Like what part?
Like the color of my coat.
Hasn't it always been green? What do you mean? Ah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, but what about what's inside the coat? Hasn't his coat always been green? Am I making that up? Am I having like a Mandela effect just now? What about Ron? What do you got on Ron?
I kind of feel sorry for him. He's kind of a sad young guy.
Yeah, and he seems to have a habit of always getting arrested prematurely.
Well, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the police should have investigated the whole thing more carefully.
But weren't you the one that arrested him with a giant goofy smile on your face? Come on, we don't have time to start with that. Let's just leave it alone. Anything on Pearls? What about this person? Nah, he's got nothing on Pearls. Anything on Maya? Come on.
You're such a familiar face to me now, you know? And now that I think about it, you're the real victim in this case, right? But for some strange reason, it's hard to think of you as a victim, pal.
You're darn right I'm the victim. That was our most precious treasure.
You know, pal, I think I know why I can't think of you as a victim ever.
She's so gung-ho, so feisty. Anything on Mia?
Oh, that's Mia Fey.
Ms. Mia Fey.
She was a truly beautiful person, pal.
Huh? You knew her? You knew my sis?
Sure. Everybody in the police force knew her. We all lost a great friend that day. I just got something in my eye. I'm not crying.
Anything on me? You want to talk about me?
Pretty goofy looking face if you ask me.
Hey! What are you doing carrying that around with you anyway? It's not like we ever need it. She's got a point. You never know. You never know. We're done, right? Oh, we have the victim. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings and to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets during this kind of work.
I cannot talk. Oh, and?
And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. I'm not upping your allowance. You aren't getting to my wallet.
Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already.
Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah, oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What, really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive.
So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Maybe. It does seem that way, for sure. That's my current leading suspicion. Oh yeah, we gotta go to the security guard office. We'll do that. Eventually we gotta make our way back around to the detention center to talk to Ron, but... Whoa! Look at this office! This office is tricked out. It's very sci-fi looking. October 13, KB Security, security guard office. What's in the sack over here? Wow. This is really something else. It is! It's got lights on the floor. It kind of looks like they're playing, like, like Pokemon Red or something back here. It's Pokemon Green. Doesn't it look like a 2D, like, RPG? Like, these are little stairs. It looks like they've got an RPG game up here. I don't know what this giant paper is, but there's an orange coat. Who wears an orange coat? Doesn't Larry? It's gotta be Larry, right? Larry? Doesn't someone wear an orange coat? I can't tell. His collar's blue. But I think that collar is from his security guard uniform. I thought Larry used to wear an orange coat. I'm pretty sure he did. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. KB security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered Larry might be. Yep.
Hey, Nick, what's up?
Oh, so he is here. Yeah, the blue's from his collar. I knew that was his coat.
Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Mile with you, too.
Don't, please don't hit on my assistant. She's like a sister to me. You not, bro. Hi, Larry. Don't even say hi to Amaya. Don't even.
Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good.
You're not going on a date. You're at work. What are you even looking at right now? What is this place? That looks like a... I was gonna say bedroom, but maybe that's a bathtub. Is that like some kind of sauna? Or is that a bed? I can't tell. This is someone's like... Well, that looks like a refrigerator, but that looks like a couch. Is that like a kitchen and living room combo? This could be some kind of museum or something. This looks like clothes, so this could be some kind of store. This could be a store too, maybe. This is like some kind of... Is that an office or are those seats for like a theater? I can't even tell what I'm looking at in these pictures. Can you guys? No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you?
He's so hopelessly clueless.
Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya.
Oh my God, Butts. Oh my God, stop.
But Nick here is a different story.
You won't share your secrets with me? I saved you in a previous case. I don't remember. I don't remember if I say it. Wasn't he on trial in the first game? It was he was on trial. He wasn't just a witness, right? I feel like I've done things for you. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then, and this is now.
What the frick, bro? Good info. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry?
Yeah, I'm a guard, I'm a pro, I can't just give away information for free.
Are you trying to shake me down? Are you asking me for money? He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest and professional. Can you talk to him, Maya? Can you use your feminine charms to get this man to talk? Larry, tell us already, what's the good info?
Yeah, I like that.
This kitten, oh my Jesus Christ. Why? I don't remember him being this creepy in the first game. I don't remember him being this bad.
This kitten has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes, so tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background, follow me?
Yes, you're a pro, I follow you, go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. And there was no warning at all, it just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something.
No, that's just you. Is that's the info? That's the good info? He was fired a year ago. I was wondering how long ago he quit, but I guess he was fired. All right. Tell us about being a security guard. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard?
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by all right, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time.
Monitors?
There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh.
And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them.
That doesn't sound right. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. Got it. Well, tell us about the night of the crime. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you?
Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me and I can't operate the equipment and I'm dumb.
Even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here.
Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick.
Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. I'm not expecting him to take responsibility. I just want him to answer my questions. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Oh, he's gonna psyche lock me? Why is Larry all clammed up on me? Oh no, I knew something smelled bad. And it was the butts after all.
Well, it's like I always say. That was then and this is now, okay?
It looks like I'm going to have to break his psyche locks after all. Okay, do you think we have what we need to do that now? Or do you reckon we gotta look around some more? I haven't looked around the room, so let's take a look around the room. What's up with the sack?
That's my partner's seat.
The sack? Your partner?
Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady.
There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine.
Is this place like sticky?
It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess.
Your partner. I'm guessing this is the seat. I don't know what the sack is, but I guess it's your partner's stuff. What's up with this note? Something is written on this poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Wow, even with thy. Wow, who wrote this? Did Cain write this? My lord. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Maybe the old lady wrote this, actually. That seems about right. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. Okay, it's definitely the old lady. All right, got it. Wait, is the old lady gonna be friggin' Old Bag? It's gonna be Old Bag. Yeah, it's signed Wendy Old Bag. I didn't even read that. And I was looking at the camera. I was like, was it Wendy? It was Wendy. It's signed Wendy Old Bag, head supervisor.
She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with her real genuine ray gun.
Yeah, sounds scary, all right.
Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now.
Great. Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it?
That's right.
Should it be hung up on this emergency-looking lever? Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, greenhorn?
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen, huh?
It's true, it's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. I'm more nervous. I don't want to find out. I feel like we're gonna have to find out, aren't we? Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey Larry, what are they? Did you say,
Hey man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something.
Oh boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? They must have been desperate. They must have been hard up for work. And you know what? Sometimes that's how it goes. Is he eating potato chips?
I will monitor this station. And I will eat a potato, and I will take a potato chip and eat it.
I so hope. If it were a Death Note reference, oh, I would so hope.
That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating.
Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate.
No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual here somewhere in this room.
Somewhere? Instruction manual? What are you going to do in an emergency?
Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork.
Even Maya and Pearls could run this place better. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Did I say that out loud? Oh, got an achievement. Examine everything with even a whiff of Old Bag on it? What the frick kind of achievement is that?
Those screens there show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them.
I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry.
Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it.
And how do you know that, Larry? Did you try?
Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, all right?
Sure. I think that's everything to be seen here. Now we just gotta figure out if we can, in fact, actually Magatama him. I guess we could ask him about stuff, too. I don't think we can, present. Oh, I can actually look at this. I didn't even think of that. Tear of Emanon, Jewel, 100,000. Crown of Bangora, 150,000. Left Hand of Hades, 240,000. Portrait of Megina, 500,000. That's increasing in value. It's also got a little dash, which I know is probably just like a little, sub thing, but I do wonder if it is meant to mean minus. Like, like I was saying earlier, Kane was actually paying for these to be acquired, maybe. Don't know. Like an invoice. Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at. Hey Nick, I told you I'm a pro and you don't interrupt a pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright? Oh, is that right? Oh, yeah, naturally I've got time for you though, Maya. We're gonna have to squeeze this guy if we want to get more info out of him, huh? Let's see if he'll talk about anything. Yeah, he's not gonna talk about that. Like I said, the Magatama for his Psyche lock, but is he gonna say nothing about anything? I think he might. He might have something on a profile. Like, we could probably ask him about Kane Bullard. Surely. Maybe even Ron. This is a key card. You might have something on that, right? No? Nothing on the key card either? I mean, he's kind of already talked about the key card previously a little bit. Yeah, we're getting nothing out of this guy. He is just not interested. But I've made it this far, right? I don't think we can show him the calling card. Maya will probably yell at me for that one. Okay, she didn't yell at me, but we can't do it. Just being thorough. We'll try the badge. Okay. Anything on the profiles? Possibly. How about Kane? There's something I want you to look at. Really? Not even on Kane? Probably because he's all Psyche locked up. He's just not gonna talk to us about anybody. Okay, I'm gonna try himself and then we'll move on. Yeah. Let's try the Magatama. Take that! Let's see if we can break through his locks. We gotta give you the squeeze. Gotta get the info. The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Ms. Delight? Yeah, but that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never, I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow, now that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have any evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... Okay, I don't know if I do have evidence, though. Other than the fact that if this was buzzed, no one showed up. But if he wasn't here, no one knows if it was buzzed or not. So far, to our knowledge. Other than when... Didn't Larry say he found Ron's wallet at 1? Found in Ron's wallet, used on October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 a.m. That might be or the wallet. Found in the KB security building at around 1 a.m. the night of the crime. Evidence that he was not manning his station. So he clearly wouldn't have been at the station if he was up wandering some other part of the building. I think it might be Ron's wallet. I think. I think that's what I want to try, and if it doesn't work, I don't want to push it and lose too much. It's only 1 point of damage. Because it's possible that there's evidence I need to go find elsewhere and then come back. I mean, yeah, my friend picked up Ron Delight's wallet while working on the night of the crime. So I don't know if I would present the wallet or just literally present the picture of Larry. The evidence is you, Larry! I mean, maybe. I don't know if there's a possibility that there's multiple answers or if there will be just one really obvious clue later. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. I'm gonna give the wallet a shot. Yes! This wallet, you know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Oh, come on, Larry. I got it from you. You gave it to me. Or you gave it to Desiree, and Desiree gave it to me. But I think you gave it to me. You gave it to one of us. You were there. Liar, you hand-delivered this wallet to Ms. Delight just yesterday. Okay, yeah, he gave it to Ms. Delight. She gave it to us. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. So we know it was the first floor, and the security office that we're standing in right now is in the basement, I think, is what we said. 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. And what's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Yeah, that was the, is that the, this? Because this was used at 1 a.m. It's not like a letter or something, right? Camera data. No, I think it's, this, just by itself. Because it has data on it that we're using. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does, but I can't show the record to just anyone you know. That key card data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that! Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me! Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. No. I don't even know why you were keeping the secret. I don't even know what secrets you're trying to keep. I don't even know why you were lying to me, Larry. I don't even, like, what? I know he's just trying to duck out of being responsible for any of this, but what, like, Larry, you're not smart enough to get out of this. Hey, 2011 guy, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Yeah, we're playing the Ace Attorney trilogy, the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. We're on Trials and Tribulations, Chapter 2, Investigation 3. Something like that. Welcome, welcome. We're shaking down our old friend Larry. Larry's kind of Kind of a creep. He's mostly harmless though. What did Larry do? He's a part-time guard and he was supposed to be at his station at 1 a.m. last night and he wasn't. He left his station and a CEO got murdered at 1 a.m. He's kind of creepy. Larry's mostly harmless, but he's kind of creepy. He says some creepy things. The night of the crime. Tell us about the night of the crime. What were you doing away from your station?
Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that boss was killed. My fault.
Larry.
There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man.
What happened that night anyway?
Oh, my Donna happened.
Your Donna? Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about that. How many women are you trying to woo right now? Or is Donna not a, who's Donna?
Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her.
He? Who's he? Who was?
Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser.
Are you sure that was her new boyfriend, or were you the side piece? Larry, were you trying to muscle in on a taken woman? Is that what?
That's what I think probably happened.
This is Butts on the name. His name's Butts. His name's Larry Butts. That's his name.
Normally, I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah. Maya has no idea. So, is that why you left the security guard office?
What? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How could I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? Why?
He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy.
Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. Yeah, I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will.
Larry, I need you to take deep breaths. Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? Which evidence? Maya, I tried to show him all the evidence and he didn't care. She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him.
Nick!
Okay, well, now that we've broken his locks, now that we broke his lock, I guess maybe now he will actually, does he have any no, okay, maybe now we can present some stuff. Which evidence should we show him? We'll just start from here again.
I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that.
Okay, so he's got nothing on the binder. It's just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant. Okay, do you know, how about the button? He's gotta have something on the button. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right, just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
You cannot say that after just talking about your Donna. You can't just flirt with every girl you see. Huh?
Go ahead, Maya, press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, thanks, I tried.
Don't humor him, Maya. Don't even pretend. Hey, Korjan, welcome to the stream. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please tell us.
Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed.
Oh, okay, I have to go to the talk section, don't I? Tell me about the emergency buzzer. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh?
You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office?
Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. Yeah, I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? Yeah, I just didn't think it was necessary.
It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right?
Of course I did. I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please?
Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake. Whoa! Has it been erased? I bet it's been erased. What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake!
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible.
Okay, enough already. What about the records?
That night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m.
Well, yeah, 1 a.m., that's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be.
Okay, so yeah, we're just confirming the suspicion that we've had this entire time. The buzzer went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12 in the CEO's office. Look into your heart, you know it to be true. Yeah, no, we already know it was when. You missed it. You're way behind. You came too late. I got an achievement for apparently clicking on everything that's ever had a whiff of Wendy old bag on it. Apparently. All right. Well, that's all the talk option. What about presenting? That was the buzzer. What about this? He's got nothing on the clipping. What about on the autopsy report? He's got nothing on that, which I kind of figured. He's probably got nothing else on pretty much anything else, but... Oh, I'm sorry, he had stuff to say. Hold on. Try again.
Listen carefully, okay, Nick?
I thought that I saw the and I thought he was I thought he had nothing to say.
I know you don't think much of me as a person, but I'm no thief, and I would never wear a goofy getup like that.
Nobody accused you of being a thief.
It's too much work for me, making plans, writing, calling cards, etc., etc. I'd rather just pull a dine and dash at a burger joint.
Burgers? I love burgers too.
Really? Well, how about it? Want to go on a burger date tonight?
At least pay for the food, because I'm not defending you again. How about the office key? So was this the card that was used by the culprit that night?
Well, going off the serial number then, yeah. This card was used to open the CEO's office door at 1 in the morning. Your client had this card, right? Then it's a no-brainer. He's the killer, man.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing we're trying to figure out. This is the wallet you found.
That's the wallet I found.
That's what I said. You found it when you snuck out of work to get socked in the kisser, right?
I didn't sneak out of work to get socked in the kisser. If only I had been more responsible at work. I've spotted the murderer on the monitor like I was supposed to.
Larry, you really do feel bad, don't you? Wait, do you think... New boyfriend. Do you think Donna and the boyfriend... Donna's the one that called you away at exactly the time of murder. Maybe those people are... Maybe those people are actually related to this case.
Yeah, well... Maybe it's all for the best. I think it's brought Desi and I closer together.
This isn't Donna, this is Desi. So who's Donna?
Just like they say, every cloud has a silver lining. You gotta see that old water glass as half full, am I right?
Now he's starting to sound like the Larry I know. Don't forget, Nick, half full. You don't gotta tell me. So what about this?
Huh? Maya, you shouldn't have. A love letter for me?
No, it's a blackmail letter. No, sorry. This is a blackmail letter.
What? How do you know about that, Maya?
Huh?
How much is Alexis demanding this time?
Are you getting blackmailed, Butts? Butts is getting blackmailed. Huh, who is this Alexis? Didn't we show him this letter yesterday too? I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, did we? I don't remember. Yesterday was 2 weeks ago for me, Maya. It's been a minute. Last week was Easter, so I didn't have a chance last week. How about the Shishishito? This is one of Kurain's greatest treasures. I used to have zero interest in all this old junky stuff, but now that I'm a new person, well, I can kind of see the appeal. Hey, I got it. Why don't we all go visit one of those musty old temples next time? I think I could actually learn to like this new Larry. Why does she, wait, what? No, I don't think you should, nah, I don't think so. Yeah, but he still hasn't told us anything useful. What about this photo? Yeah, this is the same thing he said earlier. That's the burger date thing. This might be the same thing because it's from the same photo. No, he doesn't know what to say about that. How about is this gonna be the same thing as the Shishito? This is one of Kurain's greatest treasures. I used to have zero interest in all this old junk stuff, but now I'm a new person, well, I can kind of see the appeal. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing as the Shishito. You didn't know anything about the calling card. Nope, that's the same thing as before. He wouldn't wear a goofy getup. That's the burger thing. That's that. He's got a few repeat dialogues. The Magatama we've already hit him with, but that's fine. You wanna see my badge? That's not necessary, Nick. You don't have to threaten me. I'll tell you what I know. I know it's tough to tell, but I'm really sorry about what happened. Wow, I've never seen Larry look so serious. I actually believe him. Yeah, he's like a totally different person. In that case, maybe you and I should get reacquainted. Lay off, dude. I'm standing right here. All right, maybe he's got stuff to actually say about everybody here now. Name in the credits. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I've been meaning to get the credits into the end of the streams. The credits are at the end of my videos, but I haven't been really making video. I've been making shorts, but the shorts don't have credits. I've been putting credits at the end of videos, but I don't really make a lot of videos anymore. I've been meaning to put them at the end of streams, and I haven't done that yet. So that's actually a good reminder. Thank you. What do you got on Kane? The CEO of our company, he was a pretty good guy. Huh? Really? Yeah, you bet. You know how I'm not very good about working hard, right? Yeah, I kinda noticed. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry. In return, just don't expect much pay. I see. I guess he had to follow some kind of dumb law about having security here in the building. So in order to pay the lowest wage possible, he went to the bottom of the barrel. To be honest, I really looked up to the boss. If I ever grow up to be a CEO, I want to be just like him. One doesn't just grow up to be a CEO. You don't become a CEO by accident, Butts. I don't think you're gonna just accident your way into CEO. And don't worry, Nick, I promise I'll hire you for security. I'm a lawyer. That's kind of higher than just security grunt. Like, security grunt doesn't really need nearly the college education that a lawyer does. Like, I think you got this all backwards, buddy. How about Godot? You know this guy? I'm sorry, Nick. I swear I want to change my ways, but the thing is, I just don't have any interest in men. Not like that. This guy really needs to get his mind out of the gutter. No, for real. Larry's, you're a stereotypical guy, all right. What's that supposed to mean, Maya? I'm a guy. What's that supposed to mean? You wanna talk about yourself? Yeah, I'm 25 now. It's about time I started giving some serious thought to my life. I feel that. Good, that's the way it ought to be. What exactly are you thinking about, though? Well, you know, my future, my dreams. Larry, when exactly does this future of yours start? A man's life begins at 30. That's my theory, anyway. I feel like I have so much to say about that, but I won't. I figure I got another 5 years of guilt-free screw-ups before I have to buckle down. Yeah, see, you probably shouldn't wait that long. Larry, I think, forget it. That's how I feel, Phoenix. It's like, I feel like I got things to say on that, but we're just gonna have to have a nice long talk next time. That's a conversation for another day. What do you got on Adrian? Whoa, who is this? Come on, man, don't hold out on me. Forget about it. You don't need to know, and I'm not telling you.
Hey now, I thought we were pals. I got a major thing for girls with black sleeveless shirts and glasses.
How do you know that?
And if they have an orange-colored memo pad, I really lose my cool.
He has to be making that up. He can't really know Adrian, can he? Turbo, one of these days, I'm gonna change that sound effect, and I'm gonna troll you so hard. What do you know on Desiree? I mean, he's got stuff on Desiree.
That Desi is one awesome lady, all right. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time.
A long time, huh?
Yeah, well, except for what I feel for you, Maya.
I was gonna say, like, you've been hitting on Maya, Donna, Adrian. I don't think he knows what he's saying anymore. He's trying to juggle too many things. All right, he's got the same thing on. He doesn't have anything on Luke at me. Change it to a Rickroll. That would be perfect, wouldn't it? Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Oh, this guy, the detective? He was here before, drilling me with a ton of questions.
Really? Like, what did he ask?
Let's see. I can't really remember.
Huh?
Well, you know, just a bunch of boring stuff.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. Poor Detective Gumshoe. What about Ron? He's got nothing on Ron. I thought Ron was a chick first time I saw him. Got those effeminate eyes. You got something on Pearl?
Seeing her makes me remember how important it is to stay young at heart. Even when you grow up, you gotta keep the part of your heart that's still pure.
I don't think there's any part of you that's still pure, Larry. You're so right about that. I'm impressed that you can still think like that, Larry. After all, you went through some pretty tough times as a kid.
Huh? I did?
Something tells me it's more about self-induced amnesia than having a pure heart. What about Maya?
Wow, you've gotten even cuter than the last time I saw you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you look totally different than 2 years ago, don't you think, Nick?
Maybe it's because we're always together, but she looks
pretty much the same to me.
Anything on Mia?
Yeah, I remember her. That's Maya's big sister.
Wow, you really do remember.
Yeah, who could forget? A couple of gorgeous sisters, hubba hubba.
You hear that, Nick? Gorgeous. Oh yeah, that's right. When I defended Larry, Mia was still alive. What about me? What do you think about me?
You're 26 years old, right? Don't you think it's about time you took a long, hard look at your life?
Sure.
The only time you can really screw up and hope to recover from it is when you're young.
Huh? Well, I guess so.
Naturally, I'm not talking about you, Maya. You're already perfect.
It's hard to imagine Larry not screwing up at any age. Oh, that's everything. Do I have any new stuff unlocked? No. We gotta get out of here. Larry, I gotta get out of here. I guess we're going back to the CEO's office. Maybe Gumshoe has something to say? Nope. So from here, maybe we should go to the detention center? Let's check out is there anything going on at the exhibition hall? Oh, there is something going on at the exhibition hall. We'll check out the exhibition hall. I gotta go take a quick little break, go refill my drink, hit the bathroom, whatever. So if you guys need to grab a snack or a drink or something, now's a good time to do it. I'll be right back in just a minute or two. I'll be right back.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm coming. I'm coming back. Oof. Ooh. I like to try to take my, I try to have like one break if I can at around 8. That's like my break. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm checking a couple things out real quick, and then we'll slide back into the action. As everybody comes back from your breaks, perhaps. Excuse me. All right, October 13th. What an unlucky number. Lordly Taylor, Main Exhibition Hall. The Treasures of Karain exhibit are... the Treasures of Karain exhibit is all ruined now. Maya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it? Really? Sorry, ignore me for a second. Okay. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Masked Damask's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention, right? Yeah, maybe the mask stealing the urn has made the urn more famous. Didn't think of it that way, did you? Whoa, 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 that's brilliant, Nick. We could clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. There are, like, this isn't really the crime scene though, so I don't know if I really need to examine this. Should I go down to the basement from here though? There we go. October 13, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse. Oh, it's Adrian. And I don't remember what voice I gave you. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Ms. Andrews, what's she still hanging around down here for? Did I catch her up to something fishy?
So, how's it going? What about that sacred urn?
The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that?
Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found?
Yes. It was brought in during the trial today.
Oh, wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright.
She was so... Do you think she... Okay. I don't know. Something's fishy about this. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Masked Damask's wife that found it.
Well, anyway, I'm so relieved.
What are you doing? What are you doing still hanging out around here? What are you up to? I don't know. There's something fishy about you being here. Tell me about Damask's identity.
I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along.
It looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures.
Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should just let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again?
About 20 days ago.
And when was it that Masked Damask's calling card arrived?
That was about 10 days ago.
So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. In theory, if that was in fact Damask. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all. I don't think so. I guess so, says Phoenix. I don't know. It's still, by every measure of every evidence we found, the urn itself is worthless. So I don't think so. I mean, sentimental value. It's worth something to, the Karain sect of channelers, but other than that, Tell us about the night of the crime.
What? So Mask murdered someone as well?
Well, that's how things look right now.
Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the same time.
Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so I guess anything is possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already.
On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme?
No, I couldn't have.
Couldn't have?
After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him.
He claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Mask to Mask pretty well. Allegedly. Tell us about the sacred urn.
I'm so glad you got your sacred urn back.
Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it.
What is it?
I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different.
Really?
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Ms. Andrews?
No, I don't know anything. Why would I?
See, like, what do you know? What do you know, Ms. Andrews? You know something and you're not telling. And why? Why are you not telling? Are you masked to mask? What are you hiding? See what? Yep, psyche lock. What are you hiding? Okay, all right, okay. Two locks, two psyche locks. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Ms. Andrews. And she's all locked up. Do you think we can take her? Do you think we can take her on? Not court record, I have to go to present. Let's see how far we can go. Maybe we can do it. Channel your spirit fingers. You guys remember spirit fingers? Did you guys have spirit fingers in school? It was like a cheerleader thing at like football games and basketball games. Spirit fingers. Not that I was a cheerleader. It's just I was just there. The sacred urn. Ms. Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, it's either not the same or it is the same, but it's been put back together weird.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation.
I don't think it's a fake. I think it's just been busted open. Do you think she's the reason it got broken again? And she just doesn't, maybe she just doesn't want anyone to know that she broke it. But then someone, maybe her, maybe someone else, someone put it back together again. Yeah, maybe.
Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? I mean, do I? What was this? That was Kane's list. I'm going through my things. I don't have a lot of things regarding the urn, though. Maybe I gotta look around this scene and come back. I gotta sneeze so bad. Because I don't even have... Because I don't even have the regular urn itself right now, because Pearls took it. What was in this photo? Was this the... I have to sneeze again. There it is, okay. There is the whatever's going on here with the pink paint and stuff. So I think maybe I gotta go address the pink paint and like have a conversation with Maya and then maybe come back to doing this. Because right now, I don't think I do have evidence on me. Because even the treasure exhibit photo, it doesn't read the Ami part, it reads the I am part. So I don't think this counts. as evidence of the one being presented being the original. Yeah, I don't think I do. We're gonna back out of this. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. We'll come back to that. I gotta look around this area first. You know what, I'm gonna do that now. I'm not gonna show her what I have until, oh my gosh, like that's, oh wait, the box was already here before, right? Was the box here before? Yeah, the box was here before. I thought maybe it was new, but it's not. But maybe I can actually get a clue out of it now. That pathetic looking wooden box. Ah, that's the box that had the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it, there may be clues to the thief's identity on it. Yeah, I worked so hard to make that box. You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? And I was so proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Mask to Mask had taken the box too. The question is, why wouldn't the mask have taken it? Because actually, if you think about it, in this photo, he does have at least a box with him. So why would he take the box with him out of the door and then apparently set it down here and open it? But this one's got paint on it. So I think they're two different boxes. Oh, I think that's the evidence that we need, right? This box with the paint on it clearly had to be whatever box was here. This doesn't seem like it's got paint on it at all. This is a different box. So maybe that's the evidence. Interesting. It could be. Let's take a look around here a little bit more and see if there's anything actually for real new. This is the camera and computer that Detective Atme set up, huh? That's what he said. And yet he still let it take a picture of him. I guess he's not as smart as he pretends to be. The camera belonged to Lordly Taylor, so he knew he couldn't tamper with it. So then why would Atme, I mean Mask to Mask, allow that to happen? It's a good question. It's a good question indeed. Either because it's the perfect alibi. To have your picture taken of you here at about 1 o'clock means you couldn't have been murdering the CEO at 1 o'clock. You know, having your picture taken here on purpose does create an alibi for you. It looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Aha! I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something. I kinda doubt it. Aha! I've got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burn. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Okay, to me, okay to me. Besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. These are all things that we've already actually read before, but... Detective Atme said he got hit on the back of the head with this by the thief. But that was obviously a lie. Because it turned out that Atme was the real thief. It's still hard to believe. It looks like Adrian feels really bad about it, considering she was the one that hired the guy. I'm going to take full responsibility and fix that sword myself. I know I don't look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it right up. I promise I'll fix it so you never knew it was bent in the first place. Please be gentle with it. Oh, can I click on the ladder? Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact conversation somewhere before? We have. Actually, we've had this conversation here before, and we had it in the circus. I don't have narrow-minded... I don't have a narrow mind. Don't you talk about my narrow mind. It looks like the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Ms. Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Although I'd like to poke around for come on, Ms. Andrews knows who we are. We should be allowed to poke around. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink. I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. I do. Guys, come put it together, guys. The urn had the paint on it. How are they not piecing that together? It says organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either because this place is a mess. Yeah, so you should feel right at home, right? Don't you call me a mess. I know I am. I don't need you calling me out. The statue wasn't where it is now when we first came here, right? Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it? Well, if someone moved it, it was probably mask to mask. Maybe he didn't like being watched by Mystic Ami while he stole the urn. Hey, cut it out. You're giving me the creeps with that kind of talk. See, I think maybe Andrews herself did actually bump into this on accident. I don't know where the paint would have come from though. Because I think maybe Andrews was carrying the actual urn box, ran into this thing. Maybe. Dropped the box. It landed here, dried in the paint, broke the urn, and she pieced it together. Maybe? I think Andrews might have had something to do with that, and she's trying to cover it up. I don't know if she actually had anything to do with the actual thieving part, but maybe that's why it's all pink and stuff. I don't know. I don't see anything else to examine. So I think the thing that I'm going to try is the photo. So let's Magatama her. Take that. I'm gonna try something, and you better not try something back. The sacred urn. Ms. Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation.
Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? I don't know, when you word it that way, is this evidence enough that there's some kind of... I don't think that this is evidence. No, I don't think so. Let's go see if we can get more evidence at maybe the detention center. Let me just look around some more. We'll come back here. I don't know if there's anything else I can do here right now. Let's go to the... Maybe we should go to the Atme Detective Agency, actually. Now that Atme's not around to stop us. Yes! October 13, Atme Detective Agency, of course. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops. What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually mask to mask, this must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Well, he's probably still at the CEO's office, right? Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But wasn't he in charge of the mask-to-mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. But I mean, I guess as far as the mask, you know, the mask-to-mask case goes, the thieving case has been closed, really. The police are probably still just investigating for leftover clues, but as far as they're aware, they probably think they're done, is my guess. What else can I examine here? Anything? Oh, nothing's lighting up. No, actually, nothing's lighting up. I can't. Hey, you guys! Oh, okay. Hey, you guys! Eek! We're investigating this place, so keep your hands to yourselves. Boy, these policemen sure are a bunch of sourpusses. Well, Mr. Ace Detective did make complete and utter fools out of them.
What's all this now? Move it along, the show's over.
Aw, it doesn't look like they're going to let us investigate. All right, I see. I guess we might as well call it a day for this place and go look somewhere else. Darn, I kind of wanted to look around. Let's try the detention center. That might be available to us now. Yes, October 13, detention center. Visitor's room. Oh, Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see, on the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store. A blackmail letter, this is me talking, this is Phoenix talking. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But, there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time, I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Let's just start from the top. Tell us about Mask to Mask. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask to Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself! Here I am, the tragic clown!
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Mask to Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme. Oh, it's gotta be Detective Atme. All right, so are we actually settling on that for real? Tell us about the night of the crime. So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. All right, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Oh, that looked like Luke at me. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head, bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? If it's Luke at me, if Luke and Ron were both at KB, then who was actually at the warehouse stealing the urn or the box or the whatever? That does mean it is a third. I bet it's Adrian. I bet it's Adrian Andrews. I bet it's Adrian Andrews somehow, and I don't know why. Maybe, or it's that, or it's Desiree. No, I'm going to go with Desiree. I bet Andrews broke the urn, repaired the urn, and then Desiree stole the urn or a different urn. Because Desiree was out on her motorcycle at night. Because Desiree went to dinner with Ron, and then at some point they do split up. Because Desiree does get a speeding ticket with Ron not around. And of course, Ron is at the security station without Desiree around. So they go to dinner together, they split up, do their shenanigans, and then all this happens. All right, I could see it. I'm gonna still lean on Desiree maybe being Damask. The Damask at the warehouse in the photo that we have at 1 a.m. I'm leaning towards that, maybe. Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless.
Bah.
The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. So in theory, Luke at me kills Kane. Ron walks in on it. Luke knocks Ron out. Ron wakes up, panics because he's in a room with a dead body and he's going to be accused of it, hides the body. But why would Luke at me kill Kane? Because my thinking was that Luke at me would kill Kane because Kane was secretly blackmailing Luke at me. And maybe he's blackmailing Luke at me and Ron. Maybe he's blackmailing both. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me. I don't know. I kind of believe his story a little bit. Please don't say that. Why were you fired last year? Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please! Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Whew, thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So he became mask to mask for Desiree, huh? I have no further things to say. Well, let's just start showing you things and see if that sparks any interest. We'll start with the buzzer record. We'll go backwards here. The buzzer went off just once around the time that Bullard was killed. Oh, that's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't. Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore? What about this list? This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is a list of all the things Mask to Mask stole! And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? I don't think it is. I think that's the value. I think that's what Kane paid to have them stolen for him. Maybe? I just feel like Kane was up to something before he died. There's a reason he's been murdered. You know what I mean? There's a reason for this. I have something in my eye and it will just not stop. The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. That's what I'm thinking. I think those were the expenditures that Kane hired people for or blackmailed for or something. Because if he hired someone, like the Mask, to steal those items for him, he wouldn't pay the full black market price because he wants to make money off it too, you know what I mean? Potentially. I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. Maybe. That's the buzzer record. I assume he's gonna have the same info on the buzzer itself, maybe? That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it, it makes a terrible racket. Okay, he's got different text. Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with this case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it, or anything else for that matter. How about the newspaper clipping? Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. And is that you in the background there? Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my tail. Trail tail. Yes, indeed. But Mask to Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right, I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Mask to Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Yeah, that's him in the back. Wow, awesome. Wait, hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right, nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. And yet, he got away with it. Newspaper clipping updated in the court record. You know, it's starting to feel more and more like Ron D. Light might actually be the real, in fact, actual Mask to Mask. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Oh, so if he found the disguise, then you would have needed to make a new one eventually. So there would be more than one disguise out and about. Okay, pieces might be coming together. Detective Atme found the Mask to Mask disguise? That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? You got them, you got them starting when? Tell me more, now! Hey, calm down, don't get so worked up. Man, we gotta talk about this right now. Tell me about that blackmail letter. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Oh, do you think Luke Atme grew frustrated that he couldn't catch Mask to Mask, but he did find out that Damask was receiving blackmail letters, so Atme himself forged a blackmail letter to lure Damask to the CEO's office, and then Atme, this is where it gets a little fuzzy. Then Atme, murdered the CEO to make it look like Damask murdered him, to escalate from thievery to murder, to make it more likely that Damask would get caught? I don't know, that's where it gets fuzzy. That's where it gets fuzzy though. What I know is that Atme knew that the blackmail letter would be at Ron's house. So Luke Atme knew about the blackmail. The question is what he'd do about it, and did he forge it maybe? So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity just like that? Ah, it's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, Someone sent me $10,000. 10,000? Not 100,000? Are you sure you don't mean 100,000? Because if it was 100,000, this makes a lot of sense. Are you sure it was 10? Is this a crazy typo? Or is it possible someone else received 90,000 or something? I don't know. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? Go on. What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. That's it, I knew it. So yeah, Kane was hiring Damask, Ron, to do all the thefts. This is making sense. This is making sense to me. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. The reason the urn case got so bungled up is because it wasn't a KB security camera. It was a what was it, Lordly Taylor camera. I think that's what got that bungled up. So you mean that the one who planned the heists wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. There isn't like a crazy universe where Desiree was blackmailing him. Because it would be like a way to maybe protect Ron in a way. Because then she would like be the mastermind of the heist and he would be an unwilling victim. So it'd be like a backup. That's getting a little out there, but anyway. So Ron Delight was mask to mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Did you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? The absolute truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Ron's testimony added to the court record. From Damask's second heist on, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. Very interesting. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. That's true, I kind of forgot. He's the one that turned himself in. Right. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? Right. I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. That's exactly what I think Luke at me ended up doing. I think that's why Luke at me eventually gave up on trying to defend himself in court about the theft. And I think that's why he confessed to the murder, not to the murder, he confessed to the theft so that he'd have an alibi for the murder. Yeah, I think you both did the same thing. The difference is that I think Atme actually did it. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Who calls Maya Mystic Maya? Maybe it's Pearls?
Mystic Maya!
Hey! Pearly! There she is!
I'm back!
How'd you know to find us here? How did you find us? Hey, Pearls, so what have you been up to this whole time? I thought she was going back to Karain Village. You did that awful fast. You have to take a train there. It's a couple of hours. And then she had to do what she was gonna do, a couple hours back.
The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Karain Village to have it examined.
Yeah, that was quick. And? What did you find out?
Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn.
Okay, so now I can use that as evidence on Andrews' psyche lock. Whew, that's a relief. I was really worried.
But there's one small problem.
Problem?
These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint and that they were put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal.
Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there.
Okay, we'll go find out how they got there. I think I know, kind of. I don't know how it happened, but I think I know where it came from. Please don't forget about me. Sacred urn refiled into the court record. Excellent. Nice. I think we're probably done here. Where did I leave off? I was showing you things. Oh yeah, I showed you the clipping and then we went down that tirade. Do you have anything on the actual autopsy report? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. Yeah, he doesn't know anything on that. He doesn't know anything on that. Anything on the brooch? No. Kind of weird that he doesn't have anything on the brooch, but that's fine. How about your publicity photo? Oh, I didn't know Mask to Mask had become so famous. Yeah, I actually bought this publicity photo. Really? Well, I'd be happy to sign it if you like. I'll even add behind bars. Yes, please. That's funny. It looks like Ron has totally forgotten about what happened at the trial today. That he was declared not guilty of being Mask to Mask. Well, I mean, he was declared that, but he's still pretty adamant that he is. And I guess it seems that he is. What are you still doing with this key card anyway? Didn't you return it when you left your job at KB Security? Of course I returned it. Don't be silly. But it got sent back to me along with the blackmail letter. Really? Maybe Kane did send that letter and he did want you to meet in his office? Still seems kinda suspicious. With the blackmail letter? Yes, it said, use this to enter the CEO's office. All right. Here's your wallet. I was at KB Security at around 1 o'clock that night. I took out my wallet to open the door with the key card. So is that when you dropped it? Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth earlier. So was this blackmail letter written by KB Security's CEO, Kane Bullard? I think so, probably. See, it's the probably of it that has me confused. Did he? Or were you set up by... The only person I can think of would be Luke. Luke at me, maybe. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card. And the blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security. Guess no one other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter then. I guess. I mean, interesting. Hang on the shishito. Wow, this is cool. I'm really into this kind of stuff. Oh yeah? It's one of our most valuable treasures. If I ever get out of here, me and Desi will go to Lordly Taylor to check out the whole Treasures of Karain exhibit. Okay, I guess. Just promise you won't steal anything, okay? Oh, don't worry. We'd be going when I'm not on the job as Mask to Mask. Well, that's reassuring. Here's the security photo. This has got to be the real Mask to Mask. I'm sure it is. I know Mask to Mask when I see him. Yeah, but this isn't you, right, Mr. Delight? Well, no, I was at KB Security then. So then, I guess it really is Detective Atme after all. I don't think it is, though. So who was it? Desi? Andrews? Gumshoe? Camera data? He's got nothing on the camera data. That's fine. This is probably gonna be the same thing as the Shishito. Yeah, into this kind of stuff. That's the same thing he said with the Shishito. Anything on your calling card? This calling card, did you send this? No, that is, I don't know anything about that. Really? I mean, I had other plans for that night already. Really? That's true. He did get that blackmail letter after all. What about Detective Atme? Could he be the one that sent it? I said Detective Atme would have known about the calling cards. So maybe. It looks that way. I can't think of anyone else. Yeah, that night, because of the letter, I had no choice but to go to KB Security. Interesting. Yeah, because it's not like, just going off of people that we know, it's not like Andrews sent it to herself. This was top secret. It's not like Gumshoe sent it. It's Gumshoe. Who else would have known about that? Like, who else would have known about Desiree? I don't know why she would have done it. If Ron really is mask to mask, and then Desiree decided that she would also become mask to mask on her own. Maybe because Ron was always going on and on about being Damask, maybe Desiree decided to. And so maybe she came up with it, because she's surrounded by his stuff all the time. So unless Desiree did it, the only other person I can think of would be Luke Atme. How about the treasure exhibit poster? That's kind of strange. What is? Up until now, Mask to Mask has gone after famous works of art or treasures. Why did he suddenly decide to steal this plain-looking urn that nobody would want? See, right? That's the thing. It doesn't seem to have any value, like monetary value. That's why I was like, well, Andrews would maybe want it to be valuable to attract people to her exhibit, or Atme would want to just set up Damask without actually risking an actually valuable object. But I think that the person that would have the most to gain by the notoriety and the attention would be Andrews. Which is what's so strange about this whole thing. But then again, Andrews hired Luke Atme, I think before she ever received a calling card, right? Which is strange. So Andrews hires Luke Atme, famous detective. And then Luke sends the calling card? Or does Luke Atme talk about the calling card? Andrews finds out about it, sends it to herself. Oh no, the timeline's fuzzy here. You make it sound like you had nothing to do with the theft. Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn. True enough. What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. Fair enough. I didn't really expect you. You wanna look at my badge? What do you think about this? Do you know anything about Kane Bullard? What more do you have on him? Mr. Bullard, my old boss, it's so sad. Do you have any idea what might have happened? Was there anyone that might have wanted him dead? Oh yeah, sure. Mr. Bullard was the type of guy who made lots of enemies. He did lots of threatening things to people. Wait, do you mean he scared people or that he threatened them with blackmail? That they threatened them with blackmail. Well, I guess they're kind of the same, right? Right. Do you know anything about Godot? Isn't he great? I wish I could be half as cool as him. Besides, he's the only one that really believed me when I said I was the thief. Hey, hang on a second. This is the guy that had you arrested for murder. Well, I still don't think that makes him a bad person. What in the world do you see in that coffee-crazed prosecutor? Do you know Larry? What do you think about this? Nope, he's got nothing on that. What do you know about Andrews? Anything? I guess you wouldn't know Andrews because it's not like you planned a heist there. I'm sure he's got something on his wife. What do you think about Desi? Desi, she really has a thing against criminals. Do you have any idea why that is, Mr. Delight? Well, if you want to know the details, you have to ask her. Ooh, that sounds like a lead. Because if she does very specifically have a thing against criminals, is it just because she knows a criminal would find out about her own criminal activity? You know what I mean? Like, is her not liking criminals basically a front to keep people away from thinking she's up to stuff? You know what I mean? Because she does seem like the rowdy kind, you know? But the thing is, after I lost my job at KB Security, I needed to earn money to keep Desi satisfied. Lots of money. There's a good Lou Bega song about that I would love to sing for you guys. about a butler named Larry. Not Larry Butts. There's a good Lou Bega song about the most expensive girl in the world. I would love to sing that for you guys, but not today. That'll have to be another time, maybe in the future, I don't know. But I just couldn't seem to find a good job. That's why I wound up becoming the thing that Desi hates the most, a thief. What do you got on Luke? He's an ace detective, all right. He's been hot on my trail ever since the first heist. Yeah, but he made a pretty stunning confession in court today. It was me all along. I am Mask to Mask. Maya's full of impressions today. I don't know what to say. I guess he's just delusional. We all thought you were delusional. That's exactly what your wife said about you. That's what I'm saying. This is Damask. Once I decided to become a thief, I started studying like crazy. Studying? Like what? Petty larceny 101? The history of pilfering? No, but I watched a lot of movies and read a lot of novels about great thieves. Oh yeah? I admire you for doing your homework, if for nothing else. All the great ones had their own trademarks. Flashy costumes, calling cards, unique laughs, and catchy slogans like, "Farewell, my friends." I figured I needed to do a good job with that if I was going to make a splash. Oh, why did he need to make a splash? That's the thing, though. Why did he need to make a splash? Yeah, I guess you really can't say goofy stuff like that unless you're a master thief. Farewell, or we shall meet again. You know, hokey stuff like that. What do you know about Gumshoe? This is the detective that was in charge of the Mask to Mask investigations. He was so happy when I surrendered yesterday that he actually shed tears of joy. What? Gumshoe cried? Really? Was it a single manly tear, or did he let loose and sob? Sobbed. I started weeping myself, too. It was truly infectious. A truly moving sentiment, if I do say so myself. That must have been one heck of a beautiful scene. If beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I'm convinced that these two are blind. How about yourself? I'm ashamed to admit it, but sometimes I wonder if I'm really cut out to be a thief. Well, isn't that obvious? It doesn't suit you at all. I knew it. I guess I'm not the only one who came to that conclusion. Do you know Pearls at all? No. What about Maya? ... I'm sorry. I suppose you could say I'm nothing but a terrible lowlife. But why do you say that? This is the first time I've ever had to actually face a victim of one of my crimes. Except that you didn't do it. I guess he's talking about the sacred urn. Yeah, but I thought that you weren't the one who stole my urn. That's true about the urn, I guess. Maybe I should give up this life of crime and try becoming a professional cowbell player. Cowbell player? I don't think there's a lot of money in that. I don't think Desiree is gonna be satisfied by a cowbell player. Prove me wrong, by all means, but there's no way he knows Mia, obviously. It'd be crazy if he did. And then anything on me? A great lawyer and so young. You really are an inspiration. I bet you make lots and lots of money, don't you? No, it doesn't seem like it. That doesn't sound right coming from a thief, if you know what I mean. All right, that's everything we got. That's everything we've got from you. Okay. Well, we should go talk to Desiree, because that seemed like we got a lead. Yeah, let's go do that. That seems like the next move. Maybe? Nope. It is not. Well, unless I gotta present. What was it I needed to present to her about? What was it? What did he tell me I'd have to go talk to her about? Have I shown you this clipping? She doesn't know anything about the clipping. Allegedly. Maybe not here. Hang on, let's wander around for a second. Anything going on at my own office? No. Can I look around at the detective agency now? Are the cops still here? Yeah, the cops are still here. Oh, right, we can go, right. I totally forgot. We can definitely go to the basement warehouse. Right. I literally completely forgot. We gotta go break your psyche locks. October 13th, Lord Lee Taylor, basement warehouse.
Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there.
I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. All right, let's do that. We'll break the psyche lock in a moment. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me. I know, I've been saying that for a long time now. That's the box that the sacred urn was in.
It looks like there's some pink paint on it too.
And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn. I think I know how the paint got on it now. All right, let's investigate again, Nick. Urn box added to the court record. Yeah, finally the box is in my record. Wooden box that had the sacred urn in it has pink paint stains on it. Nice. Let's just slide over here then. That's what I'm interested in. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shocking pink.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Wow, you're right. Look, it matches. ... What
is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. Paint marks added to the court record, completely dry. The box of the sacred urn fits in the gap perfectly. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Can I actually do anything with the paint cans themselves over here? No. Okay, well, I don't see anything new over here, so it might be time to confront Adrian Andrews. I think it's time to confront... Is there any more talking? No. Let's confront Adrian Andrews, shall we? Take that! Yeah, the sacred urn. Ms. Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn?
Do I look like I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Yes, Pearls brought us that evidence. It's the genuine, I think it's this. Take that! Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Kurain Village and had it examined.
Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how...
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again.
Did you say again?
Yes, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently too, I might add.
Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know?
The paint marks, maybe? I gotta present the paint. A wooden box that had the sacred urn in it has pink paint stains on it. I guess. I'll go with the box. It's the pink that is the thing. ...
So, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Okay, apparently it was not the box. Hang on. Well, it's gotta be one of those two things. The paint is recent. Hang on. I'm not reading all that. The paint. But the paint! It's got paint. It didn't have paint before. It has paint now. So the paint is recent. Oh, you turd. You know what it is? You know what the evidence is? You know what the evidence is? You know what it is? It's the freaking photo. Hang on. I know what it is. I know what it is. It's the, no, not that. No. It's the this. It's the this. It doesn't, it's the this. It's the photo. Okay. It's this, isn't it? There it is. You tricked me. You tricked me with the recent evidence. You made me blow 4 points of damage for no reason. How dare you? This poster, it was made recently, right?
Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit.
At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Ami. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah! Oh, that was all just to get one lockdown. She's got another one.
I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken.
Oh, weird. Who took it then? That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth.
Wait.
For?
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yeah, that's it. It must have been one of those people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened.
It looks like she's not going to give up that last psyche luck so easily.
Do you have any proof the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor?
Yes, that's gotta be the box. Now it's gotta be the box now. Okay. Well, Ms. Andrews?
What is this supposed to mean?
This urn has these pretty little pink paint splotches on it. And there's some on the box the urn was stolen in too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say?
So, what does that prove?
That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Lordly Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, it means that the urn was broken here, too.
So can you prove that? Can you prove that the box was dropped here in the basement warehouse?
And then that's where this comes in.
Duh!
I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
There's pink paint splattered on the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted into a part of the paint stain, am I right?
Yes.
If you put this box into the impression in the paint, You can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. I'm right. I knew we'd get there. Unlock successful, and it healed me, thank goodness. Because those mistakes were tricks, they tricked me. Tell me about this sacred urn, and don't you lie to me this time. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. What does that mean? What? I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly?
No, not at all. I know just how it feels.
It happened about 2 weeks ago. Oh, 2 weeks ago? Oh, so when the statue was over the paint, we just couldn't see the paint. That's why it looks like the paint's been dry for days. Because I was about to say, the paint was definitely not down here in the warehouse the first time we came down, but the statue also has moved. I'm surprised we couldn't see some of the paint from underneath it, but that, I get it. I understand. Just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here, I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. There's how the paint can. I was wondering how we got paint on it to begin with. You tripped on a paint can, got it. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground.
Crash!
I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right into the paint. I was in shock and let out a huge scream. Ah! I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of the Karain village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Ami. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Ami. Right, Pearls? Right?
Any sane person? Really?
Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. Sacred urn updated in the court record, broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago, then replaced in its box, kept out of sight. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Ami Faye statue, aha! Tell me about this Faye statue. The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here.
Right, you would think you could see some paint underneath, but I guess we just couldn't see it, I guess. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense.
But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
Pearls is very good at being a detective. She's stringing together so many sentences, dude. She's right about that. Well, Ms. Andrews? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? It's a good question. On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door and was also holding the shishito still at that point. Then the next day it was moved, but why? Ami Faye's golden statue update in the court record. Nice. Excellent. All going according to plan. All information that we needed. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. But why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB Security. So then why did another mask to mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. It would seem so. To be continued. I would love to save my progress. I would indeed. And we will save it in a new, hang on, my mouse is all goobered. We will save it in this slot. Nice. And I think that is where we'll start up October 14, 9:41 a.m. We'll start out in the defendant lobby next time that we pick this up, because that's gonna do it for tonight's stream, I think. We'll slide on over to here. I think that's a good stopping spot. We're pretty close. We're ending. We actually are. You know, I was joking earlier. That knowing the way I play these games, normally we don't have the opportunity to actually. Oopsie. Oops. Normally we don't end early on these. Normally we kind of run like a little bit late. Normally I kind of take my time a little bit, but we actually are about half an hour early. But I think that's, again, I don't want to go another half hour and just like barely start the trial and then like not know what's going on next time we play this. So I still think it's a good stopping spot for today. And that's it for the weekend. I'll have the next schedule made for the next weekend soon. I have it pretty much done, but I won't say what it is yet, just in case I move some things around. But I'll post it on YouTube, and I'll post it on Twitch tomorrow. I haven't been very good about posting the schedule on Twitch for Twitch viewers, but I don't know how often. I don't know. That's a good question for Twitch people. I don't know how often people actually look at channels and like look at the schedule, because Twitch has like a little schedule thing. It's different from YouTube, so I don't know if people look at that very often. I don't know. But anyway, regardless, I'll have that posted. I'm all burpy now. All that talking and all the drinking. All burpy. I'll have that posted tomorrow. And we'll know what we're doing next time. So if you guys have enjoyed today's stream, please make sure to hit that like button if you're over on YouTube. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, either one, make sure to give me a follow or a subscribe if you enjoyed. And, well, whatever you do, I just want to thank you one more time for watching. And until next time, bye!